Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman. You can follow me over on X at TEPicks. Ready to break down the Tuesday slate. 8 games to talk about today. So we'll, of course, jump into that. But first, we'll take a look back at yesterday. And yesterday was really my first bad day in the NHL so far this year. Opening night wasn't the best either, and then we had 2 really big nights. But unfortunately, yesterday was a rough one. And it started right here. Martin Necas anytime goal plus 210. Necas scored in the third period, which would have cashed, obviously, this anytime goal, as well as my Avalanche team total over 3.5. But it was taken away for being offside, and the Avalanche never scored another goal in that game. So unfortunately, Necas anytime goal and my Avalanche team total over lost. Elias Lindholm did not get a point. The Bruins actually scored 3 goals in this game, but Lindholm was unable to get a point. Pinto had some chances. I don't want to say Ottawa got screwed by the refs, but Ottawa got screwed by the refs a bit in this game. So Pinto not able to score. Loser there. Patrick Kane over half an assist. Unfortunately, Patrick Kane did not get a point either in this game against Toronto. So a rough loss there. But the best game of the night, and people wonder why, Terry, do you bet so much stuff on the Minnesota Wild? Well, Matt Goldie, as I like to call him, scored plus 180. Marco Rossi got a point as well. Earlier on the very first goal, he got an assist. The Wild's power play is clicking at 45% after 3 games on the season, which is number 1 in the NHL. So the Wild's power play doing some dangerous things right now. Boldy, Kaprizov, big part of that on that top power play. And then Rossi, he's contributing either with Boldy, Kaprizov, or on that second power play, which had success also. So 2 winners there. And then, unfortunately, Dylan Guenther did not score. So his goal streak came to an end. Utah outshot the Hawks, but lost to the Hawks. So fortunate loss there for Utah as minus 160 road favorites. And they look on to their next game. But we will quickly jump into the chat and see what people are saying, and then we'll get started on today's show. Yes, hey, Mr. Jersey, how's it going? Let's go. Mr. Edelman, ... Hello, Timothy. Good to see you, Terry. Rough night. Let's rebound. Yes, that's the plan. Hey, David. Preds, Red Wings, and Flyers were fun yesterday. Subterranator. Hey, Sloth, how's it going? But we are going to jump right into it here. I'm actually going to break down all 8 games today. So we will do that right now, starting with the first game. I don't have plays in every single game, but I'm going to quickly at least break down each one. The Edmonton Oilers and the New York Rangers starting off the slate. The Oilers minus 140, road favorites. The New York Rangers plus 120, home dogs, and a total of 6 here in the first game of the night. In this one here, starting goaltenders. We actually have starting goaltenders already. Stuart Skinner confirmed for Edmonton. Igor Shesterkin confirmed for the New York Rangers. Stuart Skinner, 0-1 so far. So he recorded the overtime loss. 2.77 goals against average, 864 save percentage. Shesterkin on the other side looks really good. 2-1 with a 0.67 goals against average and a 976 save percentage after 3 games, which he's just not going to be able to continue all season long. You're not going to be able to have numbers like that. But he is off to a Igor Shesterkin type start. He looks like his elite top 2, top 3 goalie in the NHL in form right now. So that keeps me off some Edmonton props that I was considering here, which I will bring up and I will mention though. Two guys have scored in both games for the Edmonton Oilers. Leon Draisaitl, no big surprise there. He's around plus 115 to score. Andrew Mangiapane has scored in both games for the Oilers. He's plus 400. And I would be interested in Mangiapane if they weren't facing a Rangers, are facing a goalie like Shesterkin on the other side. So ultimately, no props there. This Rangers team, kind of up and down, I guess you could say, offensively so far this season. No props that I'm really interested in for the Rangers. So this game is a pass to start the slate. Guys have been shooting the puck a lot for the Rangers, Alexis Lafreniere and Mika Zibanejad. So if you're looking at shot props, you could look there. Previous history between these teams, the Oilers 9-2-1 in the last 12 between the teams. 6 of the last 9 have gone over 6.5. But I just couldn't get to the over here, even at a 6. It would be under a pass, and I choose pass because choosing the under with the Edmonton Oilers is always scary. So starting off the day with a pass here. Oilers puck line. Okay. I don't know if you want to go against Shesterkin on the puck line, but hey, I'll be at the Devils game on Thursday, so boots on the ground then. Awesome. Have a great time. I'll probably go back to Luke Hughes again in that one. Number 2 draft pick, Michael Misa will make his debuts tonight for the Sharks. Plus, Timothy Lyson plus 650 anytime goal. And yeah, I can't talk you off that. We'll talk about that game later on. I wish it was against an opponent that's maybe easier to score against, or an opponent that's not so good defensively, but they may have an injury on defense, which we'll talk about later on. But we will move on along to our next game, which I do have a plan and a heavy lean that I didn't pull the trigger on, but we'll talk about it. National Predators and the Toronto Maple Leafs here. The Preds plus 155 road dogs. The Leafs minus 185 home favorites, and total of 6.5 here in this one. Toronto 6-1 in the last 7 meetings between the teams in Toronto. They've had a lot of success against the Predators here. 6 consecutive games under 5.5, and Nashville team total under 2.5 has actually cashed in 6 of the last 7 meetings between the teams in Toronto. So the Predators historically do not score very many goals at all when they come here to Toronto. But I think that's going to change today. I think that is going to change. Justice Annunen likely for the Nashville Predators on the second night of a back-to-back. Caden Primo confirmed for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Primo last year was not good. And that's being nice about it here. 4.70 goals against average and an .836 save percentage for the Habs last year. In the NHL, in his career so far, 3.69 goals against average and an .884 save percentage. He's proven pretty much every year after year that he's not an NHL caliber goaltender. Now he's going to get his chance here, playing with the Toronto Maple Leafs, a new team, a fresh start, and he is going to be facing a Predators team who is the worst on the power play in the NHL. So I want to look at the over here, and I want to look at the Predators team total over here with Primo, but those heavy under history, especially with the Predators team total, kind of scares me off taking the team total here. But I will take Ryan O'Reilly over half a point, minus 110. O'Reilly on the top line for the Nashville Predators with a rookie, Joachim Kemmel, and of course, Philip Forsberg as well. He's also on the top power play, but as I already mentioned, the Predators power play is the worst in the NHL so far this year. But only a few games, so maybe they get it going here, but we'll have to see. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, He's on the fourth line, but he scored in all 3 games for the Leafs this season. Calle Jarnkrok has scored in all 3 games, plus 900. Shop around there, but was plus 1,000 yesterday. I mentioned it on yesterday's show. The fact that he was plus 1,000 scared me off a little bit. I am a high volume capper, but I'm trying not to go too high volume here, so I'm trying to be selective when I can. And plus 1,000 goal scorer, I just decided to leave off. He scored, so obviously regret it today. And here he is, plus 850, plus 900, and I'm passing again. But don't be surprised to see Calle Jarnkrok score a goal here for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see here. I think, if I'm correct, he played for the Nashville Predators at one time in his career. So obviously that was a long time ago, but we'll see. Actually, not that long ago. He played. He played with the Predators before, so potentially good luck there. But I'm just gonna stay off. But I'm gonna regret it. Preds money line. I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. Easton props on the top line for Toronto. I'm not getting to any, but hey, want to talk you off. He's on the top line. Do these bookmakers watch the Wild? Marco Rossi plus 112 for a point. Just scored a shootout winner. No, not really. They don't really pay attention to the Wild, I don't think, but can't blame you. All right. Nice goal and Morgan Riley point. Yeah, both guys have been playing really well. Terrible spot for the Wild today, but I still think they play tough. We'll talk about them later on in the slate. Other players to look at here in this one. I obviously mentioned Calle Jarnkrok. Luke Evangelista, his shots on goal prop is 1.5. He's covered that in 5 games in a row going back to last season, seeing minus 114. And then Morgan Riley, over 1.5 shots plus 100. He's covered that in all 3 games this season for the Leafs. So maybe a couple shots on goal props you could consider here as well for Toronto in this game. But on to the next one. We've got the Seattle Kraken plus 130 road dogs and the Montreal Canadiens minus 155 home favorites, and a total of 6 here on this one. Seattle 5-3 all time against the Habs since Seattle joined the league. 3 overs, 1 under, 4 games finished with 6 goals. So usually when these two teams face, we're seeing around 6 goals. Sometimes it goes over there between these two teams. Looking at goaltenders, we have Samuel Montembeault confirmed for the Montreal Canadiens. Nobody yet confirmed for the Seattle Kraken. I was hoping for Grubauer in the Kraken's last game. Didn't get him. And unfortunately, won one of my props, but lost the other, and also lost Vegas team total. It's a little unfortunate there. Hoping again that we get Grubauer here in this game and not Joey Decord has just got off to a fantastic start. Both of those games were at home, though, for Decord and the Kraken. Now they're heading on the road for their first game. Montreal, 2-1 so far, both games on the road. Now they're having their home opener here in this game. You guys know what I'm betting in this game. Give me Zach Bolduc. Anytime goal plus 280 to score here in this game. He's scored in all 3 games since becoming a Montreal Canadien. Obviously, was born in Quebec, so his hometown province, and he's just looked fantastic. Scored in all 3 games. He has at least 3 shots in each game, and those were all on the road. Now, he's coming home to play his first game as a Hab in Montreal. And you're going to give me plus 280 for him to score, which he's already done in 3 games in a row this season. I'm absolutely going to take that. Told you guys I was going to take this yesterday. I did not expect plus 280. I don't know what else to say. We're taking it. For the Kraken, also Zach Bolduc shots and goals, a good look as well. I'm not sure what the odds are for that. And then Jared McCann has been shooting the puck for the Kraken. He is their goal scorer. Zach Bolduc over 2.5 shots and goals plus 150. Oh, he has 3, 4, and 3 so far in his first 3 games. I'm on the anytime goal prop, but I would not talk anyone off looking at shots on goal prop. His home debut, plus 150. That's just fantastic value for Zach Bolduc. You could look at his point prop as well, plus 110 if you don't want to go with anytime goal. But because he's shooting the puck and he's scoring goals, I'm fine with that. For the Kraken, Jordan Eberle, Matty Beniers, they have points in both games this season. Eberle, 5 games in a row going back to last year. Beniers, 3 games going back to last year. And Vince Dunn as well. 3 consecutive games with a point. So the Kraken, that top line in McCann, Eberle, and Beniers has been contributing offense for them as well as Vince Dunn. Other lines, not so much for the Seattle Kraken here in this one. But we'll continue on along. Annan is going to let in a few for sure. Yeah, he could. Shane Wright, anytime goal plus 400. If you know, you know. I know. I should be on it. Obviously, thanks for reminding me, Robert, because I actually almost forgot. I know. How could I? I did cash on Shane Wright anytime goal in his first ever game against the Montreal Canadiens. Obviously, they passed on him in the draft and went with a different player. And I expected him to be motivated, and he was. He was motivated. And actually, let's go look at Mr. Shane Wright here. Head to head. Yeah, so he scored in his first game against Montreal, but then nothing in the next 2 against the Habs. So we did have magic that first game, and I cashed on it, but that magic might have worn off since then. But we'll see. Release the Kraken, says Tim. A tough spot for Seattle. Habs -0.5 first period. Yeah, you could go that way. Bolduc, a point is plus 105. Yeah, so if you want to take the point at plus money, you can do that. But because he's shooting the puck a lot and scoring goals, I'm fine with going with the goal prop because it's almost plus 300. So fantastic value. But if you want to go with point, that's fine as well. Suzuki and Caulfield for a point each is plus 110. Yeah, they both didn't get points in the first game for the Habs, but in the back-to-back games, they've got a point. That's a great same game parlay. I like it as well. You really want Grubauer in net. If Grubauer's confirmed, then I would look at more Habs props for sure. I bet Lane Hudson assist last night plus 100, and now it's minus 143. Wow. Line movement. You beat some. Good job, Robert. Suzuki over 1.5 points plus 180. Demidov plus 300. Anytime goal home opener. They'll show up. All right. He sucks. Forget it. Motivation is gone. Well, I don't know if he sucks. Shane Wright is a good young player for the Kraken, but yeah, I think that magic we cashed in that first goal, I think it unfortunately is gone. But hey, you never know. We'll see what happens here in this one. But we'll continue on along with our next game, the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Washington Capitals here. Tampa Bay minus 105, road dogs. And the Washington Capitals minus 115. Home favorites, a total of 6 here in this one. Looking at confirmed goaltenders here. Bear with me for a second. Andrei Vasilevsky confirmed for Tampa Bay. Second night of a back-to-back. Logan Thompson confirmed for the Washington Capitals. Vasilevsky 0-2 with a 4.66 goals against average and an .855 save percentage. Bad has been Vasilevsky so far this season, and was dealing with an injury in the offseason. Didn't play much at all in the preseason. I think he might have got a little bit of action there in that last game, but he has just not looked good. Now it's 2 games, so we'll have to see. I lean with Washington here at -115. Not on any sides today, just props for me. But if I was going to be betting a side on today's slate, it would likely be the Capitals here, -115. They've been the better team so far this year. Obviously, Tampa played last night, so rest advantage goes to the Capitals. 3-2 of the last 5 between the teams, 2-2-1 to a total of 6. So kind of even both ways here. But if I was getting to anything here, I would be looking at the Caps on the money line here. In this one, player props, I'm looking here. Ryan Leonard, shots on goal, 3 consecutive games, over 1.5. I'm seeing around -118 for that. There's some value there. And Yanni Gourde, same deal for Tampa Bay, -118, over 1.5 shots on goal. He's done that in all 3 games for Tampa Bay this season. Bjorkstrand has a point in all 3 games for Tampa Bay, so he's off to a hot start for the Lightning. But ultimately, this game is one of my passes on today's slate. People disagree with me. Robert says Tampa money line +110. Tim also likes Lightning money line. Max really likes Carlson point +105. I like that too. Kucherov +180 anytime goal, boosted odds at Bet Online. Ovi +120 anytime goal, Jonathan Davis said to. Okay, so Ovi has good numbers then against Vasilevsky. John Carlson for a point +105. I'm with you, says Gabe to Max. All right. Yeah, I should be looking at some Caps props, but nothing that really caught my eye. So we'll see. But we'll move on along to our next game here, which is the Vegas Golden Knights and the Calgary Flames. Vegas -170, road favorites here. Calgary +145, home dogs, and a total of 6 here in this one. Vegas 3-0-1 against Calgary last year. 5 of the last 6 meetings have gone under 5.5. So we've seen some lower scoring games between these teams, and back-to-back games have gone to overtime. And that's kind of interesting because Vegas has gone to overtime in all 3 games this season. So if I was betting a draw on today's slate, it would probably be this one here. But no draw plays yet for me this season. We'll eventually look at them sometime, but nobody yet confirmed for the Vegas Golden Knights. Dustin Wolf is confirmed for Calgary. Calgary plays again tomorrow, so we should see their backup tomorrow. But Wolf was the runner-up for the Calder Trophy last year, and only 3 games, but he's going through a sophomore slump. If you're looking at just these 3 games, it started off rough for him. 1-2 so far, 3.98 goals against average, and an .865 save percentage. Things haven't been going too well. And now you have this Vegas Golden Knights team coming in here who have a top 5 power play and have some dangerous snipers on their team that can score goals. And we're betting one of them. We're betting 2 of them, actually. But Pavel Dorofeyev, anytime goal +210. How this is +210 is beyond me. I don't understand it. Pavel Dorofeyev leads the NHL in goals. He's scored 5 goals already, a hat trick in Game 1. Followed that up with a goal in Game 2 and a goal in Game 3. He has been a guy that consistently shoots the puck. Vegas, as I said, a top 5 power play. Calgary ranked 22nd on the penalty kill, and Dorofeyev has scored in back-to-back games against Calgary. So plus 210, I'm taking it absolutely here. We're taking Pavel Dorofeyev, especially against Wolf, who is struggling right now. Good luck. If this Vegas team gets some power plays, I think we're going to cash this goal, this prop. And I'm taking Eichel too. Didn't score in his last game. Had scored in the previous 2 games. Already cashed with him twice out of his 3 games this year. Because Calgary's struggling on the penalty kill, Wolf is struggling in net. This Vegas team has a strong offense. Plus 180 for Eichel to score here. I'll go back to him here at plus 180 to score a goal in this game. He too has been shooting the puck a lot. So we will go to the chat. Dorofeyev power play point plus 280. Not a bad look plus 290. Not a bad look at all. I could not talk you off that at all. I actually really like that. Kadri anytime goal for the Flames. Okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mark Stone assist. 5 assists in 3 games. There you go. It's because of that power play. Matt Coronado plus 250 anytime goal leads the Flames in goals. Not a bad look. Stone has been money passing across the middle on the power play. Exactly. He's racking up the power play points and assists. I like Vegas even more if Wolf is in net. He's been bad. Yeah. Hasn't got off to a good start this year. Which is bad for the Flames because they really need him. Matt Fay grid anytime goal. Kids nasty in hockey. All right. Calgary should get some offense here as well. Dorofeyev goal, Eichel point. I like it, Max. Dorofeyev shots and goal, money. Yeah, he will look at other props right now, other than the 2 ones that I mentioned here. We'll take a look at the shots on goal. Dorofeyev minus 164 for 2.5, which he's cashed in 5 games going back to last season. Eichel 2.5 is minus 130. He's cashed in 4 games in a row. Not really seeing much other value. Zane Parikh for the Flames, young rookie D. He has cashed over 1.5 shots on goal, which I see at plus 128. He's done that in back-to-back games for the Flames. So he could be a guy to look at for shots on goal. Point props, obviously Dorofeyev. I'm seeing minus 113 for a point, which is not a bad look at all. Farabee, back-to-back games for the Flames for a point. He's plus 126. I could look that way. Obviously, Dorofeyev and Eichel for goals. Stone for assists, plus 105. 3 games in a row this season. And then Eichel as well. Eichel's been getting assists as well also. So, but his assist prop is minus 160. Is that right? Seems a little odd, but maybe that's right. That's crazy. Couldn't recommend betting that at minus 160, but those are some other props looking at for this game. But we'll move on along to our next one. We've got the Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars here. In this game, the Wild plus 160, road dogs. The Dallas Stars minus 190, home favorites, and a total of 6 here in this game. And when I look at this game here, the Wild, great game overall yesterday. Jesper Wallstedt looked really good in net. So that's really good news for the Wild. He gave up 3 goals, but not necessarily all his fault. He looked really calm in net and looked really good. Obviously, we've cashed on Matt Boldy anytime goal every game this season and cashed on Marco Rossi over half a point every game this season. Looking at this game from a side perspective, Dallas 8-0-2 in the last 10 meetings between the teams. The Wild 2-1 in the last 3, though, so including a game in Dallas. 5 of the last 6 have gone under 5.5. So we've seen lower scoring games overall between these two teams. And we've usually seen Dallas get the win. And I think Dallas wins this game. but they're minus 190 home favorites. I couldn't look at that. I don't know if I would want to go in regulation either. Obviously, I don't bet against the Wild, but if I wanted to, if you were looking for a money line or a side play in this game, I would look at Dallas money line as a parlay piece involved with another team, just to keep overtime out of it and don't risk the overtime. I would go with Dallas money line as a parlay piece. But my plays here in this game, Marco Rossi over half a point, plus 126. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Top line, second power play. Now he's plus 126 to get a point. I have to bet it. Absolutely have to bet it. And Matt Goldie, and not Boldy, Matt Goldie, anytime goal plus 200. I don't know how this is plus 200. I get it. Obviously in Dallas, second night of a back-to-back, but Boldy has scored a goal in 8 of his last 10 games going back to last season. Top line, top power play, led the Wild in goals and shots last season. Believe leads them in goals this season as well now. The Wild's power play is so strong right now. Boldy plus 200. Absolutely have to play here in this one. Jake Oettinger confirmed for Dallas. Nobody yet confirmed for the Wild. It should be Philip Gustafsson as well. I do have a Dallas prop, one of my premium plays over on the site, so you can get that over on the site. But I did bet a prop here with Dallas. And looking at this game, we'll talk about this game here. Shots on goal props. Jason Robertson, 5 consecutive games over 2.5 shots on goal. He's been shooting the puck a ton. No value with Hartman's shot on goal prop, but he's been shooting the puck. Point props, Joel Eriksson minus 102 to get a point. All 3 games this season, he has one. Thomas Harley for the Dallas Stars. He's got a point in all 3. They played 3. He has a point in 4 games in a row going back to last season. Zeev Buum for the Wild, obviously top power play. He's got points in back-to-back games, so you can look at him. Goal props, mentioned Boldy, 3 games in a row. Kaprizov has scored in back-to-back games. Jason Robertson has scored in 5 consecutive games going back to last season. And Wyatt Johnston has scored in both games for Dallas this year. He's plus 220 to score in this game. So some good goal props here with the Dallas Stars. When it comes to assists, Mikko Rantanen assists minus 130 out of my price range. He's done that in 3 consecutive games this year. 3 consecutive games, both games this year. At minus 130, I would look at that as a parlay piece to use with another player. Thomas Harley an assist in 4 consecutive games, plus 127. He's probably a good look. Power play point props. I don't know. Obviously, the Wild have a very strong power play here, but I'm pretty sure that the Stars penalty kill is not too bad. I think it's probably pretty good here. Allow me to quickly check. I am going to be targeting Wild power play point props against teams that have bad penalty kills. Dallas, number 10, 88.9% so far this year. Of course, it's still really early to look at power play and penalty kill percentages because it's only been a couple or a few games. So not getting to power play point props here. I don't think this is the spot to look at power play point props, but I will take Matt Boldy anytime goal. I will take Marco Rossi over half a point, as well as another prop that I have on the site. I hate Dallas, hoping Minnesota wins it. Well, I'm hoping the Wild win it too, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be a tough one. As the draw, plus 335, Minnesota Wild tied up late in the third. All right. Like I said, go Dallas money line as a parlay piece if you want to bet Dallas in this game. Rossi point, I like it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kaprizov anytime goal, Boldy anytime goal, and over 1.5 points. Can't talk you off it. Eck point, not a bad look at all. He's been producing on the power play. I'm on Rossi assist, plus 190. Okay. So Thrill House Sports is going with the big plus money here with Rossi. Scored in the last game, or sorry, he had an assist in the last game. I'd probably go with the point if I were you, but hey, plus 190 is great odds. Dorfea plus Kaprizov plus Seth Jarvis, anytime goal parlay plus 1050. Very nice. Very nice. Wild plus 1.5 for me. I'm screaming upset. Okay. Hey, I'd be happy to see it. Terrible spot for the Wild. They had to fly late last night. Probably still sleeping. Yeah, they might come out here a little dazed. But Robertson anytime goal and Johnston anytime goal. Not bad looks at all. Obviously, both on scoring streaks here to start the season. Zeev Boom assist plus 200. Not going to talk you off that either. But we will continue on along with our next game. We got 2 games left on the slate. The Carolina Hurricanes minus 290, road favorites. The San Jose Sharks plus 235, home dogs, and a total of 6.5 here in this game. Refresh to see if there's any goalie news, and there isn't. Frederik Andersen unconfirmed for Carolina. Yeah, Yaroslav Askarov unconfirmed for the Sharks. Askarov did not have the best debut. Obviously lost in overtime. 6.89 goals against average and 8.37 save percentage in a high-scoring game between San Jose and Anaheim. Frederik Andersen, 2-0 on the season, 2.88 goals against average and an 8.67 save percentage. So Andersen's numbers haven't necessarily been all that great either, considering the team he plays in front of here in this one. One thing I wanted to check, Jacob Slavin, I believe, is not playing. He's being evaluated. He had an injury in the last game. That's a big loss to, and obviously Pyotr Kochetkov is also still injured. So not having Slavin is a big hurt to the defense here for the Hurricanes. So I think we get goals here on both sides, but taking a look at this one, Carolina, they've won 7 consecutive games against San Jose. Shouldn't be a big surprise. San Jose, a rebuilder. The Canes have been a contender here. 7 of the last 9 have gone under 5.5 between these teams. But again, Carolina's been a really under team in recent years, and the Sharks haven't had much success against them offensively. But I think that could possibly change here in this game. Michael Misa making his NHL debut. So if you wanted to look at his props, I believe he is playing on the 3rd line. Yes. Will Smith is actually questionable to play in this game, which is a bit interesting. So we'll see if he plays. But overall in this game, I do have a premium play or 2 premium plays over on the site, but no plays here that I'm giving out on the show for this game. I will talk about players that have been hot, though. Shots on goal props, Taylor Hall, over 1.5, minus 130. He's done in both games. Jackson Blake, both games, he has at least 3 shots on goal. Seth Jarvis, he's been shooting the puck a ton. Will Smith, if he plays, over 1.5, minus 143. Not really a lot of value there, though. Point props, Taylor Hall, a point in both games for the Hurricanes. He's plus 130. Jackson Blake, a point in both games, minus 104. Wenberg, a point in both games for the Sharks. He's plus 160. Shane Gostisbehere, going back to last season, points in 3 straight games, minus 118. And John Klingberg for the Sharks has a point in back-to-back games. He's plus 155. So some other guys on point streaks. When it comes to goal streaks, Taylor Hall and Seth Jarvis both scored in both games this year for the Hurricanes. Jarvis as well, one game last year. And then Jeff Skinner for the Hurricanes. He scored in both games this year, plus 450 for Jeff Skinner to score. He is on the second line with Alex Wenberg and Will Smith if he plays. So that's probably explaining why Wenberg's been doing good, because we've seen Jeff Skinner play well here in this game. Assist props, Jackson Blake plus 200 for an assist. He's done that in both games. Sebastian Aho minus 115 for an assist. He's done that in both games. And Gostisbehere plus 115. He has an assist in 3 games going back to last season. So other guys, there's guys to consider here in this game. We'll see if we get a high scoring game. At 6.5, I wouldn't recommend going with the over at that number, but the Sharks have been a high scoring team. Bear with me for a second here as I'm having... There, that's better with the chat. Joel Eriksson point, minus 110. Yeah, I think we saw that. No, actually, we did see those. Hold on a second. There we go. What's up, bro? Hey, the late pair. How's it going? Props and money. Thank you. Bussy is going to be a net for the Canes, I would guess. Oh. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. Canes puck line and over 6.5, says Robert. All right. Would you say that shots and goals are a less riskier play than taking a player to score a point? No, I wouldn't really say that. The NHL, when it comes to shot and goal props, the NHL is famous for taking shots away from players. Obviously, they evaluate things and adjust shots. So it kind of depends on the player. I would look for players that are really on shots on goal streaks and go with them. But really, I'm much more of a point, assist, and goal prop. But I'm going to be looking at some shots on goal a little bit more this year than I did last year. Now that I have access to more stats. Now that I pay the big bucks. Props.cash. Shout out to props.cash for their app. Great value there. $20 a month. Great value. Keandre Miller, anytime goal plus 600, assist plus 250, over 1.5 shots and goal plus 100. They'll get more ice time out with the Slavin out. Okay. Aho over 1.5 points. Jackson Blake over 1.5 points. Big plus money there. Big plus money. Good vibes. Thank you, Nicholas. Appreciate that. Sharks don't survive in hurricanes. They swim to deeper waters to avoid them. There you go. Jeff Skinner against his old team. Yeah, playing well. Facing his former team. Interesting look. Hey all, Rossi is my last unblemished spreading streak since game 1. Hoping he keeps going for you. I hope he keeps going for you, Addison. Obviously, I'm on him today. So, shots on goal is a scam for the books. I wouldn't say that. But thanks, bro. No problem. But we will move on to our final game, which is the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Anaheim Ducks here in this one. Pittsburgh plus 120. Road Dogs, the Anaheim Ducks minus 140. Home favorites and a total of 6 here in this one. No confirmed goalies. Tristan Jarry unconfirmed. Lucas Dostal unconfirmed for these teams. When I look at this here, Pittsburgh 6-2 in the last 8 between these teams. 3 overs, 2 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. Looking at the total. And the Ducks, I think the Ducks win this game, but at minus 140, I couldn't play the Ducks at minus 140. The Pittsburgh Penguins have played much better than expected so far this year. So I couldn't get to a side here in this one. I will take a prop, though. Give me Beckett Seneke over 0.5 point, plus 100 here in this one. That line has looked really, really good. Really good for the Anaheim Ducks. Gauthier, McTavish, and Seneke have all played very, very well together. McTavish leads the team in assists. Seneke and Gauthier are tied in the team for goals. Seneke has scored in both games this season. His anytime goal prop is obviously much higher. I decided to go with the point prop here in this one, just because that line has been so dominant. I want to have a play on Seneke, but I don't want to take his goal prop and then see him get 2 assists here in this game. So because I have a lot of other goal props, a lot of plus money, this is still plus money. I'm going to take him to get a point here at plus 100. I think that's great value for Seneke. That Ducks second line has really been the line that's been contributing. Cutter Gauthier has been shooting the puck a ton in recent games. So has Alex Killorn. So those have been the two guys that have been shooting a lot for shots on goal. Seneke as well, but minus 180 for his over 1.5 shots on goal prop. There's no value there. Leo Carlson over 2.5 shots on goal plus 154. He's covered that in both games. The Anaheim Ducks, only 2 games so far, but averaging 40 shots on goal so far over their first 2 games. So they are shooting the puck a ton here for Joel Quenneville. Seneke point, both games. Same with McTavish, minus 132. Not really a lot of value there. Justin Brazeau leads the Pittsburgh Penguins in goals. He scored in 2 of the 3 games for them. Kreider, Gauthier, Leo Carlson, they all scored in the last game against the Sharks. Mason McTavish has an assist, at least 1 assist. He's 4 assists so far in both games. His assist prop plus 150. Definitely a good look there. The point prop minus 132. I would probably go with the assist prop instead of the point prop. Good value there. With McTavish on this second line, that's been very noticeable so far. Pens versus Ducks draw, plus 327. I could see that. I could see it. Crosby point and Troy Terry point. Not a bad look. Bolduc over 2.5 shots and goals, plus 162 on fan. Oh my gosh. Wow. Like I already have his anytime goal, but that's just a little bit ridiculous. Plus 162. He's making his home debut. And he's already got 3, 3, and 4 shots to start the year. Plus 162 for him to get 3. I'm probably gonna have to add that after the show because that's just a little bit crazy here, especially with it being his home debut in his home province. He's gonna have family there. That's just a little bit crazy. Leo Carlson, anytime goal. Cutter Gauthier, anytime goal. Seneke, anytime goal. Brian Rust, anytime goal for Robert. I parlay Marner assist with Crosby assist for plus 200 odds. Not bad, not bad. Super fun hanging out with you, Terry. As always, appreciate the show. Thank you, Robert, and thank you to everyone that is watching or watching later on the replay. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers. A lot of growth on the channel so far with hockey season. It's been great to see. My power rankings video is up for week 1. Really only not quite a full week, but gonna have the power rankings show out probably every Tuesday morning or every Monday morning, depending. We'll have to see how it goes, but at the beginning of the week. Premium plays available at picksandparlays.net. Link is description below. I believe today is the last day to use Puck 49 to get my 7-day NHL pass for $49. Obviously, have premium plays on the site. If you want to become a member to the YouTube channel, $4.99 a month helps keep the channel going. Gets you early access to videos I post, and I'm going to be releasing all of my premium plays 1 day a week to all of the members on the channel. So they'll get all my premium plays 1 day a week on the channel. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and that is it. That is it. Great show. Thanks, Lybear. I appreciate it. Best of luck to everyone today. Thanks again, Terry. Yakida means good luck. Okay. Good luck, Terry. Thanks, Max. You as well. Let's go wild, fight hard. Yes, I'd like to see it. But should be back tomorrow. Not very many games tomorrow. It's going to be a very low low volume slate for me tomorrow. So I should break down the show, but be prepared. There might not be a lot of plays on tomorrow's slate. But thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you on the next one.